Okay, I'm back. And for the brush outer line, contour line, we made, I said, do not use overlight ink. Need more time to be dry, and also, you don't want to use that. And this is for like 20 minutes. It will be okay. Better for longer time. Okay, so now we are going to do the coloring work. Two brush work, always review if needed. Two brush work, one for clean water, not that much water, do not cause water puddle, and one is for color. So two brush work is for continued very quick to blend or to make the gradation. Holding in one hand or very in two hands, or put it down very quick to switch it. The color I'm going to use for the petal is on the handout. I'm going to use the color from tube and the color from the our new cake. For elaborate painting, if you need a small amount, I just directly go from the cake. Very easy to do. A big amount, big area, that I will use from the tube. I still have tube. Okay, so Carmine. Do not put water here. I just wet the brush. That's good enough. Kind of too dark. Do not get a splash here. So testing of the color. So two brush work is one for color brush. Now with color you can see, right, like chopsticks position, one for color and one for damp to pick only the clear water, no color. Okay, when you need to use the color brush, you press the index finger and perpendicular to the paper painting area, and now color brush is in use, and while the water brush is in the middle finger, in between middle finger and the ring fingers. Okay, and then very quick back to the position of chopsticks parallel, and push your thumb up. Now your water brush is in use, and the color brush is in between your index and the middle finger. So always switch like that, and back to the chopstick position. Okay. Now I'll show you what's the gradation work for. Like for the gradation, you make this, and then very quick from the end of this to make this bigger area, and gradation, so called. That's what you do. So the water brush, if get some color there, and always wash it. And when you blend, when you get gradation, not from darkest place, from like the 1/4, even the 1/5 place to, otherwise no gradation, totally even blended. Okay, and every time when you wash your water brush and get rid of too much water, okay, otherwise will cause the puddle. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, actually these steps required, you do not have to do the same time, like white and the red, I mean the carmine, the pink, from two sides. Okay, the red from the bottom, from the root of the petal, and the white from the tip of the petal. Okay, and this kind of we call like, until it's still a little bit wet, so it's combined and together very well at the connecting place. Okay, let's try if you want. So two color brushes, one is you can do two petals together or one petals. Okay, okay, most of them are from the red is from the bottom, basically from the bottom, and bottom of the petals, and a little bit highlight things from the tip. Okay, so let's do from the bottom first. Yeah, the center, later we do the yellow white thing. Okay, your water brush not too wet. Okay, and my water brush and my white, I use the titanium white. Okay, also need to be water here, I mean in the white, especially for the first layer. Later you want to highlight, you got thicker white. You do not want too much water in the root or belly drop down, so I do a little bit on the tip down of the white. Mostly it's kind of from two tip and to the two sides, right? And the water brush to soft the line, I mean the edge. Yeah, this basically what I'm doing here. Okay, and then red again. Better I put my brush down, I mean the water brush down, huh? Confused. Okay, with some direction, huh? Yeah, look at the whole thing. Yeah, like my red part, I do a little bit this curve, right? Yeah, follow the whole shape of the petal. Then I do white for this one. Yeah, your water brush actually needs to be sometimes very dry. See, like the just like a dry brush, otherwise very sensitive. You know, this flower is very the white part is very white, so that's why we do the titanium white right away, and kind of think it's very essential. Otherwise, in the Chinese painting, lots of subject matter, the white part, we just leave it as, you know, as the paper color. Only work on the color part, right? Okay, and then some petals, the red area is not big, so not each petal are the same. This also make the flower more real. Yeah, notice there's some wave right hold for the, so your red also want to be a little bit waved. very dry water brush. And if needed, always clean it in the water tank and then dry it again. Okay, so after a few of them, you feel more comfortable to do this work. So some pieces are very light. So we're very light is a small area, and to blend in the bigger areas, very light. And the direction. A little bit bigger, huh? So, which means bigger white area. Also, one of the reasons why we need the outer line, contour line for this flower, because lots of white. So I want to be sure with the line. Otherwise, even harder. It's like a gardenia, so you need to dye the whole background sometimes. So this is kind of the yeah, sometimes you feel it's like the blend only for one side, or sometimes the second layer work. Do that for the red, the pink. Very dried water brush to do the connecting part. Here. See, after a few of them, and you say, oh, I know where is put the red. And you know, kind of vary the shape a little bit. Not each petal, same pattern. For the white part, highlighting we need to do later, and also for the pink place, we need to do small area for darker color for separate wash as well. So now it's still first layer, right? But try your best to make the connecting part not that hard edge and weird looking. That's why we do them together until it's not absolutely dry. It's still a little bit wet, but not the not water puddle. Okay. This sample actually with a little bit red. So I do the same work as I do for the petal. Even later I put green instead of white, and I do not do the white on the other side. These are mostly white and just the bottom some pink. Good. Vary the shape. Get rid of water at root belly place. Several again, only red part, not white part, later green. Okay, petal again from the bottom. Direction, okay. Base part bigger. Right. you feel more comfortable to do like a two color together, right? You can control how dry, how wet, and so yes. Back and forth here, got another one. For some small area, I didn't even do blend or gradation for them. See, some petal are from two sides, right? The red. Right. A small area I didn't even use two brushes. Didn't use the water brush. Yeah, you also need to watch the direction for the petal and for the composition of the whole flower. Okay, make it a little bit of radial. Some lighter place just by putting less color and blend them out. Very little here to indicate the direction for this petal and for the whole flower. The rest of them are white. Some overlapping, like the second underneath petals. some tip of the sepal. Okay, this flower, this opened flower seems I did whole petals, right? So same principles when you see watch of the colorful sample, and when you see white, put white. Same way to do as this. Okay, if you see some green part, don't worry. Now we only work on the pink and white. Okay. Water brush always need to be dry, not wet, and you frequently clean it. Yeah, some place the red one is from the tip. Okay. And a slice of white. Bottom later we work on some green. Red from tip and green later. From tip. Red from tip and later green. Yeah, sometimes the red a little bit like same piece of petal, but left and right a little bit different area. Of course, it made more layered to show. White color, the Chinese white, is opaque, so it's dried very quick. So if you do not make one time for too much, so you might want to get more again. Yes, some clarifying things after we do the highlight or the shade on the petal will be more clear. Yeah, I'm always using for the color. I always using the soft brush. I'm using the basic soft from the 3 essential brushes, and or you can use the smaller one. I use bigger one. I feel faster. And sometimes if I wanted a small size, I use the kind of the side of the tip. Okay, so one more here. Okay, now I think I finished all of the flowers, and Now I'm working on some stems and the leaves for the red part. Okay. First, try to get used to this color, and I'm going to put on those things. A kind of like a dot and a little bit of stroke here, and do even pressing, lifting things for the stroke. Yeah, so do not worry about the like, oh, very small space. Do I need to do, you know, specific follow that much exactly precise? No. I missed those. Half red, half green. So those are also most, you know, on tip. This arrow things most on tip, and green later.
What color are you using, Victoria?
Still the carmine, the red. Same on the flower. Carmine in the catalog number there. Same as we use for the flower petals. And later when we put green on, it shows different. Okay, so now for the big, those things. Okay, a little bit wave, remember. I mean curve a little bit, not straight. Not straight. I mean the line there. Choo 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 choo. And we want to soften that hard edge. And on this pausing place, very expressive kind of, not very precise. We do not have to. Okay, a little bit. And also the some, like half of them for the stem. Yeah, some green later. and kind of a small branches of the no hard edge. Not here, not other place. Only ready for flower. The place will have this red vein looking things, and also here. Okay, now we need to work on the green one. Okay, so let's see, because I need this a little bit, doesn't matter. The gumboge and the indigo, that's the basic for green. I'm going to use from the tube because kind of a bigger area. Indigo, gumboge. So those two for making by more indigo making darker, and more gumboge making the lighter green. So first I'm going to kind of lighter green on this branch, right? On this, oh, a little bit of red here. A little bit hint. Yes. Okay. Indigo and the yellow. Too dark for this piece of green, so more yellow. Then on my testing paper, let's see if the yellow I want. Yes, that's about the yellow I want. Okay. Flat wash. Even over the pink one. No water puddle, and this big area, this wet brush, I can pull it down very fast. Yeah, watch the contour line for the leaves. So whatever here you got mistake or you deleted some detail things, so you filled all the leaf part green. Some small overlapping part with the flowers or stems. You know, you can always use your water brush if needed. You find some stroke, you got a hard line there, hard edge there, you do not like. Okay, now by adding a little bit more indigo, I can make this piece a little bit like a behind the piece a little bit darker green. So 3 pieces of this green things, try to use different green tone. More indigo. Testing paper. Darker. Yes. Yeah, watch the whole shape, the contour line of the leaves. Do not miss sometimes the triangle things. No, I did something wrong. Always here is the space, it's the windows. Using my water brush, take this off. Yeah, should be a piece of this like that. Water brush very soon when you found your mistake. Here. Okay. continue my green here. Okay, now actually I need some lighter green now. So let's see, do I wash it? Yes, I have to. And get more yellow. To do the stem, this part of things. And the root part of some half green, half red things. But some of them you need 2 brushes work. Or some actually over the red one. Yeah, I do all of them together, and later if I found some place I want to do gradation, I soft a little bit. Do not leave the white thing here. I mean the paper. Plain paper. And those here. later more red on top. Stem. Do not leave white on the whole piece. You think that's the line things of the stem. Half pink, half green, please. Even some light green over the pink, okay. No plain paper here, okay. Okay, now I will give you a short time break, and we're back on this one. Okay, 11:25. So 11. Let's see, 11:35. Okay, 10 minutes.